Adventurer like you, and I took an arrow in the knee.
Hello everyone, welcome to episode 2 of the Gaming Respawn podcast. Apologies for no podcast last week, there were some technical issues. That's what we'll call it.
Yeah.
I'm joined again today by Ian McGee.
Hello.
And Alec Hawley.
Hello.
Now, good evening, definitely good evening, because it's well late tonight.
Yeah.
How is everyone?
Tired.
Yeah, tired.
Yeah, that's going to be the general theme of tonight's podcast. We're all very tired. There's no Will as of yet. He might be joining us. It appears wherever he lives, he gets like half a meg broadband, and it's not working. So he's trying his best to get that sorted. So hopefully he'll be joining us midway through some sort of conversation. Speaking of conversations, shall we get straight to it, chaps? Ian,
yes,
you have some exciting news for us, possibly about the PlayStation update.
I mean, it wasn't quite exciting. It's only early rumours so far.
Oh.
So it's 5.0 update. The PlayStation now taking beta sign-ups for it.
Okay.
The rumour is apparently the two big things on there is that you can eventually now change your PlayStation name.
Oh, finally. Finally.
Which, I don't get why it takes this long to do it.
Have they said, is it going to be free?
They haven't announced anything. It's only rumours so far that you can do it. But
with Xbox, you've got to pay, haven't you?
Yeah, but even Xbox, how long did it take to come along before you could actually finally change your name?
I'm pretty sure you could straight away, couldn't you?
No, it's only been in the last year or two, I think.
No, you could definitely. I remember you could, back when Microsoft, the Xbox didn't deal in real money, they had that weird Microsoft points currency thing, whatever it was. It used to cost 700, whatever it was, Microsoft points to change the username.
But it was at least like a couple of years after the 360 release, wasn't it?
Possibly, yeah.
I'm pretty sure it was. So I remember when even then it was announced, I was still like, why couldn't they just do this first thing? Why did it take this long to have such a simple update?
Yeah.
I didn't realise this was the thing people wanted.
I think it depends how long you've had your gamer tag for, innit? Like, I mean, when I got my PS4, I couldn't remember my logins with PS3, so I had to change it anyway. But I'm sure if you got your Xbox when you were young and you just come up with some really stupid ass usernames.
Yeah.
I don't mind since PS3, but I don't feel like ashamed of it.
For me, the annoying thing is because I'm Dom Undead everywhere, apart from Twitter and PlayStation, because I forgot all my login details for the Dom Undead account, so I had to become Dom Undead 87. I don't mind that much on Twitter, but PlayStation, it annoys me.
It's one of those things. I don't think maybe a lot of people are desperate for it, but when you want to do it, the fact you can't, it just seems such a simple, trivial thing. Like, why can't we just do it?
Yeah, no, I get that. Yeah.
Well, here's the thing then, Ian. How much would you think is an appropriate amount to charge people? Because they probably will charge people because it's Sony, and they're like making money out of everyone. So, how much would you think would be an acceptable charge, and how much do you think they'll actually charge?
I mean, I don't even know if I'd pay a $5 for it.
No,
definitely not. It doesn't bother me though. I'm fine with my one, but if I was desperate to do it, I can see them charging up to like £15.
Let's say, for example,
wow.
That's like the most I think they could charge for it without. Well, I mean,
I could definitely see them charging a $5. I'm not sure that should be less, really, but who knows.
Let's say, for example, someone hacked into your account and they could change your name before this all happened. There's some sort of weird hacking wizardry that they do out there.
Yeah.
Let's say anonymous, Ian, don't like you,
yeah.
Which I don't know why, because you're a brilliant bloke.
I'm lovely.
But anonymous hate you. Right. That's what I've heard anyway. And they hack your account and they change your name to Slug Tits McGee. Right? Okay.
This is after you emailed them.
No. I am not part of. No, I am not part of Anonymous. I've been told to say.
I think if it was Dom, it would just be Slug and like 5 exclamation marks.
That's true. Yeah.
All in caps.
Yeah, absolutely. Slug, big capital letters.
I don't
So
know.
let's-
I don't know if I
let's
still
change
change
that.
it though, because I only have like 3-4 people on my friends on PlayStation,
Well, I suppose, yeah.
and I'm not like I play online, but I'm not massive. Like, really care what people see my name as.
I suppose really it's more for people with like Twitch, because like they might get bored of usernames, or they might come up with a catchy one.
Yeah,
they
probably
think,
at Twitch or for like people pop into like esports and stuff like that. I can imagine there's a lot of people out there who would want to do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think charging for it is ridiculous. But I can. Well, I just looked up. You said it was like 700 Microsoft points, didn't you, for Xbox?
Yes.
So that works out to around about £12.
That's fucking mad, isn't it? 12 quid to.
Quite a lot, yeah.
And my little brother, shout out to Zach. Hello, Zach. He changed it about 5 times, I think. His name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would imagine like people ask where we're a bit older, maybe it's not the thing, but obviously the younger people it just kind of goes with whatever the thing at the time, isn't it?
Well, but we're the age now, because we're old as fuck, Ian,
Yeah.
has to be said. I'm 30 this year, which is very depressing. But obviously we've now been gaming online for so long now that we've got names from when we were. Oh Christ! When did I get my Xbox 360?
I was 6.
Oh
No, I was 18.
yeah.
To show how old it was, I bought it when I got my first payslip from Woolworths.
Fucking hell! There you go. I think I'm pretty sure I must have been still in college. I think I was 17. I was 17 when I got my Xbox.
Yeah.
So I still don't mind Dumb Undead. I could have chosen a much like a really embarrassing name.
Yeah.
So I think Microsoft gave you. I think they gave you one free.
Yeah, that sounds alright.
So maybe Sony should do the same. So for people sort of our age group who have got a username like Sluggy Tits McGee, and then they think, do you know what? That's not really appropriate for my age group now. I think I'll change it to something a bit more adult. A bit like when you had all these embarrassing emails when you were younger.
Yeah.
You change it, don't you? I think my email address used to be, I think it was like XX straight edge Dom likes metal, something.
Oh
like
yeah,
that.
I think mine was like Ian Hardcore or something stupid like that.
Yeah, yeah, something stupidly embarrassing.
Yeah, mine was Mercury Matrix.
The Crematrix.
Mercury Matrix.
Oh, Mercury Matrix. Oh. Is that something? What's that?
Well, I mean, I was into the Matrix, and I thought Mercury was cool.
No.
Liquid.
Well, that's quite a cool name. Yeah, it's quite a cool name. Yeah, I like that.
But actually, I think people who use Twitch,
Nice.
obviously, like I'm sure us lot, we don't really care what our friends know like our name as. But yeah, if you're on Twitch, but you've got a thing, I suppose you want a bit of a better name than just Dom.
Yeah, on PlayStation, I'm Arcadia 107. That's right.
Yeah. What is Arcadia? Is that named after anything?
Arcadia is a mythical name for Paradise. I first came across it because the Libertines sang about it.
Okay, there you go. That's cool.
Do you know what, I couldn't even tell you what mine is. I think it's Mr. Magoo something.
Yours is Mr. Magoo, like it is everywhere.
Like everything.
Yeah. So Ian, when this comes around and Sony do give you the free option, the one choice to change your name, are you going to change it to Sluggy Tits McGee?
Definitely not. I mean, I may have just said like 2 minutes ago that I don't care what it is, but
Yeah, you did. You did say that.
but the other thing apparently
If you do want more PlayStation friends, Ian, obviously there are a bunch of us on the site that you can add if you can go.
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
I should do that.
Yeah, Alec, obviously, he's got his PS4. Who else has got PS4? Ian. The other
We've
Ian.
got both.
The original Ian.
Original
not this wallaby we've got here.
But yeah, so the other apparent thing that's rumoured to have to do with PlayStation Now. There's some like big update to that.
Oh, fuck that. I'm not paying £13 a month to play last gen's games. I'll just buy them cheaply.
They started adding new gen, like current PS4 games now as well, haven't they?
But how current? If we're talking about things like Knack and Killzone Shadow Zone, again, they're going to be dirt cheap.
I think it might have been Battlefront.
Star Wars Battlefront.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, again, that's going to be redundant in
Yeah.
4 months' time when the new one's released on my birthday.
I'm gonna jump on it and see what I can find.
I like the idea of it, but the fact you're streaming it and it doesn't download it to your console, that's what puts me off.
Well, the Xbox released one, didn't they? But it's like a hell of a lot cheaper and it's actually got relatively newish games, isn't it? I
I can't remember what it's called now. I blanked it out. But yeah, their one is it's kind of like a Netflix thing. So every so
It's
often
Games
Pass.
That's it.
Yeah.
Games,
so like they'll be adding new games and the games were taken off. But yeah, I think it actually downloads to your Xbox so you can play it.
But you can download free ones as well. If you go onto the deals page on the
Yeah.
Microsoft Store, it pops up and says free with Games Pass.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what puts me off is the PlayStation now that you stream it. So I'm like the pricing's a bit.
I signed up to the trial. I think I got offered like a week's trial last year, so I did just see what it was like.
Yeah, I haven't done that yet, but I have thought about it doing a trial. But
It might as well. It's a trial. It's free in it, so I thought it might as well. And I played a bit of BioShock. This is obviously before the remakes came out, or the remasters.
there's the last Street Fighter. That's kind of new, isn't it?
Last year came out. No,
Street Fighter 5.
This year, wasn't it? Early this year.
That's this year.
Yeah, early this year.
That's quite a brand new game then. That's quite good.
No, sorry, that's 4. Never mind.
Oh, Street Fighter 4.
Street Fighter Ultra 4, apparently.
Oh, Ultra 4.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Evolve.
That got bombed.
Yeah.
So.
WTK16. Everybody's gone to what else? Darksiders.
So really, a bunch of games that the general gaming community don't really care about anymore.
Probably.
Yeah. Okay. But it's just so expensive. £13 a month for that. It's just.
If there was enough new content coming on each month, then I'd be tempted to. But the fact, like, a lot of it's older games and it doesn't.
You can play that. You can play last year's Tour de France game. I'm sure that's superb, given the review I gave this.
Wonderful. I'll be going straight out. Yeah. On your bike, Sony.
So yeah, for me to like even like I don't know, go on it. It has to be a considerable update, like a major rehaul of it.
Did you hear my pun, Ian?
No, I missed it. Sorry.
Oh, I said on your bike, Sony.
That's brilliant.
I thought it was quite good. Is there any other added features for the update, or is it just them two?
That's all they've rumoured so far. You can sign up if you go on the PlayStation website. You can sign up for the beta code at the moment and give that try it out. But that's all that's been announced so far.
Yeah, nah. Oh, no, thank you. So, speaking about the clusterfuck that is PS Now, I want to talk about another clusterfuck, which happened over in the United States of America. Apologies to all the American people, that was really poor. Have you heard about the Walmart incident today?
I saw a little bit online, but I didn't read into it much.
Okay, so basically, Walmart released the SNES Classic pre-order page.
Yeah.
Without any warning. People just stumbled upon it. It lit up on Facebook and Twitter. The website crashed. All the stock went within the hour. Turns out that obviously a lot of fans are pissed off because they didn't get any notice. So a lot of them, people were at work or asleep or previously engaged, and they couldn't get on the website, so they think they've missed out on the console.
Yeah.
Everyone who's pre-ordered it is also pissed off because apparently, according to a Walmart representative, the website went live due to website error and all the pre-orders have been cancelled.
Oh wow.
Fucking hell.
So that is one giant clusterfuck for Walmart.
Why are Nintendo so bad at this?
I don't know. I mean,
everyone else, they just work out, you make so many consoles, you send those people and they get them. Nintendo have this fucking nightmare every time.
They do. I don't know what. I mean, maybe they think it's their niche. Like they're so. It makes them look more appealing than it is, perhaps.
I mean, partly, but like what I don't get is like not Nintendo needs money, but they could do with the extra revenue and like
absolutely
the fact that people were crying out for the NES last time. It's mental. Why not bring out more? You could sell hundreds of them. Millions of them easily.
Yeah, absolutely. It's the same as the fucking Switch. I still can't get hold of a Switch.
No, like we get them. We probably get a delivery every couple of weeks, and we get like 12, and that's it.
And it's mad, isn't it? It's absolutely crazy for such a well-received console as well.
Well, I don't know. Switch I kind of get because I think they were reserved of like how well it was going to sell. So obviously now it's picked up the momentum. They have said they're going to increase productivity of them, but I think they just weren't prepared. They were taking a bit cautious, but how well is it going to sell? But the NES, like, surely everyone knew they was going to sell well, and like if you know that, the Super Nintendo is going to sell even better. So why not just make shitloads?
Yeah, because you've got a NES, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you ever play it?
I haven't played it for a little while, but I usually play it with Libby, like getting her into Mario and stuff like that. So it's just cool to have.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to the SNES because it needs to be pointed out that me and Ian are getting the mini SNES.
Thanks to me.
Thank very, very much thanks to you.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to that because that was one of my favourite consoles as a youngster. I'm looking forward to booting up Super Mario World.
Well, we did pre-orders at work, and it lasted, I think, about 8 hours before we allocated all our stock.
So how much stock did you have?
I don't know, because we don't get told numbers like that. But
Oh, okay.
this would have been for UK and Ireland.
Right, okay.
So I think each company got like so many allocated. We're told we will be getting more in as well. So it's just a matter of they have to wait to see what numbers they get.
Well, I'm pretty sure I saw in Argus the other week they popped up with some more, and that very quickly went sold out as well.
Yeah, like I think that was last time in the NES, we got windows of just like, here's some stock coming in, and it would just turn up.
Yeah.
But even last time with the NES, we had, when the original stock came in, there wasn't even enough of the pre-orders, so the pre-orders were staggered. Like, we'd get some stock in, they would be for the first lot, then the second lot come in, and that'd be for different pre-orders, because they just couldn't get the stock in fast enough.
Yeah. Yeah. So basically, end of the day, it's just Nintendo are just shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's-
basically.
That's to be said. Sort it out. You fucking weirdos.
They're making a lot more money.
I honestly think it's some sort of weird modern sales tactic that they like to make themselves appear so sort of popular that if all their products sell out. It's a bit like when you get those really weird sort of pop-up fashion shops in London that stock like 4 pairs of jeans.
Yeah.
It's just weird. So Walmart clusterfuck, big clusterfuck. Ian,
Yes.
the benefit of your work is that you get games for quite cheap, don't you? Because you work there.
Of course.
Right. Okay. Good. So, what game did you get quite cheap this week?
Crash Bandicoot.
And have you been playing it?
I have.
And what do you think?
So first of all, I was like,
No, that'd be great.
yeah, no, I just got it. Just out from the shelf.
I love that part.
Yeah.
And have you been playing it? Like,
Yeah.
To be fair, that happens more often than you think. Oh, I've got a new
It does.
game. Looks good on the shelf.
Yeah.
No, I haven't played it. First impressions were, one, it looks amazing.
Yeah.
I think they did a really good job of updating it.
Yeah.
But first of all, I was like, what's all the fuss about? Why is everyone saying it's so hard for? Because it's easy. And so I got to like the later levels, and I was like, okay, I can see why everyone's on about it.
Oh yeah. See,
I saw they released some ultra hard level now, apparently.
it was a level that was cut for the original game because they thought it was too hard. I downloaded it, and then when I died after 15 seconds, I turned it off.
I downloaded it, but I haven't played it yet.
Yeah. How far have you got up to? Are you just playing first Crash?
Yeah, I just played the first time on the second island.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So you've done the Road to Nowhere.
Yeah.
That level. That's horrible.
Yeah. Like,
Do you know? I found a hack though, a life hack.
yeah.
Gave me Respawn top tip. I don't know if you could do this in the original. It might just be the remaster. Do you know you could just walk on the ropes?
Yeah, I've seen a video of it.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I was really stuck on not Road to Nowhere. It's the other one.
Yeah.
Where you had to jump over all the turtles. Can't remember what it was called. Road something.
Yeah.
Well, I kept dying. I just thought fuck this, and then I went to look at a YouTube tutorial thing, and then the guy just jumped on the ropes and just walked. So that's what I did.
I'm not sure that's a life hack.
It's very much a life hack because it saved my life.
It's more gaming cheat / tip.
Nah, it's not cheating. It's a workaround.
Workaround, that's it, yeah.
Yeah, Gaming Respawn's workaround tip of the week. Just walk on the rope.
Yes.
But no, I think they've done a really good job with it.
Yeah, no, it's really good.
And it's cool they released this extra level for free. Though they did say it's very limited time, so I don't know if it's eventually going to be charging for it or it's just a limited release.
Oh, okay. Well, I downloaded it quickly then, before they do charge
Yeah.
for it. So Alec, me and Ian have been talking a lot this episode, so I know you want to talk about something you've been playing this week, something that many people played 2 or 3 years ago and have stopped, but you've been playing it recently.
I've been playing a bit of GTA Online in a probably futile attempt to save up for the Oppressor bike, which is basically a motorbike with wings that you can fly, which is only in GTA Online, and which is apparently an insane amount of fun, but which costs $3.5 million in game. I think I'm up to about 1.4. But what I've been playing is this new adversary mode called the Overtime Rumble, and they make it sound all macho and stuff, but it's actually it involves kind of flying cars with parachutes onto targets. So it's a bit like a sort of GTA version of Bull or Crown Queen Bowls or something.
Okay.
So you're trying to knock. Basically, there's a purple team and an orange team, and you go down this ramp and fly, and then you choose when to deploy your parachute and when not to. And yeah, you try and steer yourself onto this thing and possibly knock other people off. And there's like you can 5 points and 4 points and 3 points and 2 points. So that's pretty fun. And there's different levels, so you've got kind of different challenges, and you play in rounds that consist of certain things. So it can take forever because you can have like each round is 5 attempts, and you've got like 4 rounds. So you play this one thing for like an hour, but then you'll get about, if you win, you'll get about $100,000. So it's kind of worth it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've been playing that, and yeah, it's pretty good fun. It's quite relaxing in a sort of strange way. Kind of feels a bit, I don't know, retro, I guess.
I loved GTA Online. I played a lot of it. Oh god, about 2 years ago probably. I think it's when I first moved into my place I'm in now. So yeah, it's about 2 years ago. I really liked it. Have you done any of the heists yet?
I tried one, but I mean,
because that's how you get the money.
Yeah, we couldn't talk to each other, so that was slightly problematic.
It's not too bad in the early ones because they're all easy, but when you get to the later ones, like, it's so important to have good team communication.
Yeah, I was flying the helicopter, and this guy was just sort of shooting all over the place, so we kept dying, and eventually I sort of gave up because I don't know, we weren't really getting anywhere. Yeah, we were doing humane labs. It was like this thing kind of out in the desert.
Yes, yeah.
Skydive. So I was like the helicopter pilot in that.
Yeah.
But yeah, we didn't manage to do that. I sort of ad hoc alliance that I got invited to. I've done a bunch of stunt races, which are quite fun, but like the rocket-propelled cars and cars that jump in the air and stuff. They're pretty fun.
Yeah, the heists really are designed for to play with your friends. So luckily, back then there was a good group of us who were playing it, so we managed to do them all.
Yeah, we should get like a gaming Respawn heist crew together.
I would, but my GTA is on the Xbox.
Because you suck.
Hey, fuck off. Not wrong with the Xbox.
But yeah, it's crazy. You're like committed to Rockstar. Like, how much content have they put onto GTA Online?
Oh, it's crazy. I mean, GTA 5 came out in what, 2013, 14? Someone look it up.
Yeah,
I'm going to stake my reputation and say it's 2013. So, on that basis, 4 years it's been pumping content out. So
2013.
Bang on. So there we go.
Yeah, it's crazy, and like it's sold 80 million copies now.
It's got to be the single highest selling game of all time, isn't it? Surely, got to be.
Yeah, it's got to be near at least. Like if you look at any sales chart every month, it's still in the top 10.
Yeah, and it's still full priced. And not only is it a 4-year-old game, it's a pre-gen game.
Yeah.
So it just proves how good it is. So I still play every now and then.
They did a hell of a job porting it. It still looks better than most games on PS4.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, especially the first-person mode. I love the first-person mode.
Amazing.
Me and Ian, we played it in VR, didn't we, Ian?
Yeah.
When we went to what was it called last year? Games. Who?
Gamescom. The Gamescom?
It was a games convention, wasn't it? It was Gamescom. It was something in Birmingham. We tried out a VR set, Alec, and we tried.
I think it's EGX.
That was it, EGX. Yeah. We tried it on VR, and it was really good. And the VR set itself wasn't brilliant, but it was only one of those cheap ones. But it did feel quite cool, didn't it? Ian? Sort of actually being in that world.
Because it was some like third party VR thing that was meant to work with any console, but like you got the feel of it anyway. It was good.
Yeah. So punching old women in the face was fun.
Maybe that thing we get for Red Dead is a VR expansion bit for it.
Oh, it's going to be in it. I mean, it's been delayed, isn't it? So perhaps it's because they're optimising it for PSVR and
maybe because like PlayStation have got like the marketing deal with them, so they get exclusive content and stuff.
But you can use is it the Oculus Rift or the Vive you can use on the Xbox One? It's one of the two, isn't it?
I think it's Oculus.
Yeah.
Oculus is owned by Microsoft.
But that's a serious bit of kit compared to PSVR.
Oh yeah, but it's so much more expensive.
Yeah, PSVR is that's what I mean. Yeah, PSVR is, I think it's 350. 350. I think Oculus Rift is like in it $1,000 or something, or near $1,000.
Yeah, I think as well. If you get like all the bits to go with it as well.
We might as well, didn't you? If you're going to be paying £700 for the basic pack, then really you might as well just go fucking all hug out and just spend $1,000.
Well, if you think PlayStation VR is 350, you need a camera that's 40 or 50 quid. You've got the PlayStation ones that's PlayStation 3 technology. They're 80 quid for two.
But you don't need them, do you? It's
only certain games you need them for. Yeah. But then obviously that Vive Oculus. I mean, you need a decent PC. But yeah,
Can
it's not worth it.
Can I just say, and we've touched on this before, didn't we, in previous chats, I don't give a fuck about VR at all.
I got excited for it, and now I've completely lost my hype because nothing is I've seen that's definitely need that now.
No, Alec, your thought on VR?
I've tried it a couple of times. I do think it's pretty cool, but I'm not at the stage where I would buy it yet. Not unless it was. If it was I don't know, 200 quid, I probably would. But
yeah.
The trouble is, you see I'm going to come out with that killer app, that killer game that you need to have for it.
Well, that's the thing, because on our Slack channel, obviously our reviews editor, Ian, the real Ian, the original Ian.
The real Ian.
Every now and then he'll say, "Yeah, I've played this PSVR game. It was shit. Brilliant."
Yeah, if you look at review scores for most VR games, they're no higher than a 7.
I think the only
7's really good.
The only 3 I think that I've bothered to notice that appear to be any good is the really quick Battlefront one, the X-Wing one.
Yeah.
That lasts 10 minutes. The Batman one where you're in the alleyway.
Yeah.
And that Star Trek Bridge Crew.
See, I like the idea of that. I think it'd be the interaction with everyone else that makes the game more fun than what the game is fun.
Yeah. But again, that only works if people are taking it seriously, I think.
Yeah.
I've seen some videos and no one's bothering to do anything.
I mean, not that I would play it, but apparently Resident Evil's meant to be quite good in VR.
Why, you wouldn't play because you were scared? Or...
Yeah, actually, I'd be definitely shit scared.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I wouldn't play it in
I'd be
VR.
shit scared in normal, so I'm not doing that.
Exactly. that game is terrifying enough when you're playing it with a normal TV with the lights on and your teddy bears.
Yeah, to be fair, I've played it in the dark with headphones on, and it lasted 10 minutes. I was like, nah. Especially when the dog walked in and scared the shit out of me.
I remember you texted me that. Yeah, I remember you texted me that. Yeah. Did you get to have you played much more of it?
No, I haven't played to it.
Oh, you need to, man. It's so good.
Yeah, I need to go back to it at some point.
Yeah, because for me, the scariest bit of the whole game is within the first 25 minutes.
Yeah.
And it shits you up, and I can't imagine watching it in VR. I just die there and then.
So your man needs to go.
Exactly.
Yeah, I tried Rigs and I tried Battlezone, and they're both pretty decent. But obviously that was very brief. That was 10 minutes.
Oh, what, VR?
Yeah.
I think at the moment, all VR games are just experiences. So this is what VR could do. It's not like this is VR at the moment still.
I just really think.
Yeah, Ian's. I think he says that Super Hot Work game, because that's just been brought out in VR, and he says that's pretty cool in VR.
Oh, okay, cool. I really do think.
It's a very weird game. It's bullets only move when you move or something. It's very strange.
Oh yeah, I've had the game. Yeah.
I really do think though it's just going to be like the 3D TV fad that it's just going to die out within a couple of years.
I'd like to see it do well and decent games come out for it, but even Sony, they've gone quite quiet on the VR front. E3, there was nothing really.
Not really. I mean, they had a few bits, didn't they? But it wasn't sort of. We all thought it was going to be VR central. We thought they're really going to push it this year. Because PSVR would have been out for a year in October. I think it was released last year.
Yeah,
but they've still got PlayStation Experience. I mean, Gamescom's still coming up, isn't it? So there are still,
yeah.
And I think they've more or less said that they are holding stuff back for other things, so they don't want to sort of blow their load at E3, as it were.
I have a little theory of PlayStation VR is that they want to redo the hardware. They want to come with PlayStation VR 2.0, but they can't bring it out yet because everyone will kick off the fact that they've just bought these VR sets. They're not even a year old, and now they're releasing another one. So I reckon they just have to kind of biding their time, and eventually we'll get VR 2.0, which will be a lot better.
VR Pro.
Yeah.
So yeah, get a year and a half. Welcome to the brand new VR Pro.
They need decent controllers. The fact they're using PlayStation 3 ones is mental still.
Yeah, I can't believe that. Surely they could have manufactured just an updated version and just slapped the PS4 logo on it.
What they need to do is try the HTC touch the controls for that. That's been to be incredible.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
The other thing I was going to mention in terms of GTA, I don't know if you guys saw the video I did, but I had a bit of a blast. I don't know if you tried the cheat codes you can do on it.
Yeah.
So I think I did invincibility plus slow motion plus explosive melee attacks plus moon physics plus super jump, and then I basically just went around punching cops and watching them sort of explode and float across the screen for about 10 minutes. So that was pretty good fun.
See, I'm not by any means a trophy or achievement hunter or anything like that, but the fact that if you use cheat codes, it disables that bothers me. So I've never used the cheat code.
Well, I mean, you don't do it. I mean, you don't do it play seriously, or at least, well,
No.
I mean, that's why like they won't let you do trophies of invincibility or whatever, because
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. But I think the fact that it just disables it, I think that just puts me off.
well, disable, and then you know, and obviously if you just load your old save or whatever. I mean, you know, but yeah, you should go and like have a play with them. I haven't tried. You can get explosive bullets as well, which I haven't tried yet, but that sounds pretty fun. But yeah, no, I stuck a video on my YouTube channel, so you guys should check it out.
We will do. Check it out.
Obviously, it's on Slack and stuff.
Cool. So yeah, Mordor. Did you want to touch on it? I know you've played it a little bit.
I think I'm very bad at it. Dying.
It's a bad game, so I want to be. I've tried to play it. I just can't get into it.
Yeah, I think I find interesting is, although it kind of superficially resembles Assassin's Creed, I think they're very different, because I think Assassin's Creed is about story and atmosphere and setting, and Mordor is mostly about gameplay. You know, it's about the combat stuff, and it's about these sort of, you know, mechanics layered on each other. And I mean, I think Mordor has a story, but it doesn't really feel like it's very like important. It's just about going around and killing these orcs, and then you might find out something.
Well, yeah, you're not into you don't like Lord of the Rings, do you? So
not really.
Yeah, so I'm a massive fan of Middle Earth. So the story I think is quite good, especially when.
I mean, you know, the combat mechanics are quite satisfying in a sort of, you know, sub-Batman type way.
Yeah, but compared to Batman, they're so slow.
Yeah.
Like, the countering's awful. There's like a second on the button delay that... Oh, it's awful.
See, I need to play it again, because I don't remember it being... I remember really liking it. I think I just got bored of it near the end, because it got quite samey, but you make it sound like it's much worse than what I remember it being.
I feel like, I mean, I've probably played it like 2 or 3 hours, and I really feel like it's getting samey, so... And not,
yeah.
I don't know, like... I mean, I guess it depends what you like. I mean, obviously, Assassin's Creed gets samey, but then there's like an actual proper, well-rendered story to carry me through. Whereas I feel like this is just, I don't know, I die and then I try and take out the guy. And then I eventually did take someone out, but it didn't really feel like anything really happened. And
I can't believe I'm about to do this, but I'm about to praise Assassin's Creed.
Fucking hell. Word exclusive.
I know, yeah, definitely. Well, yeah. But generally, yeah, obviously I get bored of Creed, but the worlds are generally quite fun to explore. I mean, I loved exploring the world of Black Flag. That was incredible. And as much as I didn't really like Syndicate, the latest one, so roaming around Victorian London was quite fun. If I was getting bored of doing all the storylines, Mordor is not a fun place to explore, because it's
basically nothing.
There's nothing there. No,
there's enemies, and also, I mean, obviously, like. It's quite interesting in terms of graphics. I mean, obviously there's a new one coming out, and that looks amazing, but the old one really does look a bit dated now, especially when you compare it to Unity, which came out in the same year, which obviously I've been talking about.
Yeah.
In terms of sort of textures and just in terms of having a kind of world that feels alive. Just a lot of sort of stuff in the dark and boxes and so on.
I'm not really too bothered about the new one coming out, but I guarantee you, it'll come out, I'll see a review about it, and I'll probably buy it in the hype, and I'll buy it, and then like an hour later, I'll be like, meh.
You fucking sheep.
I know. You know when like people just talk about games enough, and you think, oh yeah, I'll give that a go. And then, like I always do, especially over Christmas, when all the new games come out, we do like, see so much for it at work, and then I'm like, you know, I'm going to get this, and then I'm like, oh, this is shit. Unless they've somehow made Mordor interesting to explore, because that is the worst bit for Mordor for me, is running between your missions. Yeah.
Because there's fuck all
There's
there.
no world, yeah.
No, it's not a world. It's just boring.
The new Nemesis. Well, the updated Nemesis system looks good this time, and the fact you can like invade a fortress with a whole army, that's quite good.
Because the only thing I get from the Nemesis system in Mordor is every time I lose, the guy I beat gets stronger, which is like
Pretty much. Yeah. That's pretty much it.
like,
Yeah.
great. That just makes me kind of not want to play it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you do die a lot. And what really annoys me is there's no camera lock on for the enemies.
Yeah.
And when you're trying to fight big sort of Dark Souls-esque bosses, and there's no lock on for it, it's dreadful.
I mean, riding. Yeah, I mean the best thing so far has definitely been riding Garagors. They're quite fun.
That's quite good. Yeah. Didn't who made it? It was it Monolith? Didn't they get in trouble, or didn't Warner Brothers get in trouble because they paid Twitch streamers, didn't they, to praise it?
Oh, was it that game? I remember hearing that. I can't remember what game it was, but yeah.
I think it was Mordor. I think they got like sued by a lot of people because a lot of people.
It was. Yeah, it was. I think there's about 5 or 6 people they paid to like give good reviews for it.
Yeah, and then a lot of people bought that game based on these streamers' reviews.
Yeah.
Turns out it's the pile of shit that it is. And they.
I mean,
they sued,
I wouldn't call it a pile of shit, but it's I mean, mechanically and stuff, it's alright, but yeah, the world is a bit dull. But I mean, obviously there are people who love it. We've got one person on the site who definitely falls into that camp, who is known as DGM and has been raving about Shadow of War coming out for, I think, the past 6 months. Right?
Yeah, I don't think he's going to like me very much after this podcast.
Probably not, no.
I have to stop him and bash one of his favourite games for the last 10 minutes.
To be fair, you bash Alec's game every week and he still comes back.
That's because it's Assassin's Creed and it's shit. I'm joking. No, I am joking. Creed's alright.
But yeah, when Shadow of War comes out, we should try and get him on.
Definitely, yeah, because he's going to be reviewing it, isn't he? So
yeah, he definitely will be.
We'll get him on. Well, I think we'll get him on once the review's done, so he can talk through his review and then any other things he wants to add about it. But I have to convince him though. But doesn't seem too keen at the moment, so I have to do some convincing on the old Slack.
Maybe we won't insult him that much.
No, if I offer a public apology, I'm sure he might come on. But Ian, you got to apologise for me.
I apologise.
Thank you. That's very good. Yeah, there's Bill Clinton-esque right there. Cool. Right. I just want to touch briefly on the fact that last time we mentioned about Rocket League, Ian, and I have downloaded it and have been playing it.
And are you enjoying it?
Yes, I am. I've only played you a few times. I like to think I've adapted to it quite quickly, and I'm not doing too bad.
No, you're right. Like, it takes a lot of practice to get used to it.
I beat you twice in a row.
Yeah, you did. I'll give you that.
There you go. Yeah, no, but it is really fun. I can see why a lot of people are obsessed with it.
Yeah. Like, I've been easy playing for about 2 years now.
Yeah, I can definitely see why. It's really hard to I think to get the driving mechanics right, because like I keep driving up the wall, literally, not like it's. I'm literally driving up a wall inside. I can't.
I think
there should be.
You're supposed to, aren't you?
You're supposed to, yeah. It's a way you can chase the ball, but I always end up on the wall, even if the ball's not there.
So basically, I'll score a goal, and I hear from Dom, it's like, I'm on the wall still.
Exactly, yeah. There should just be a button to press to get you off the wall.
You can jump off, but then you just be like floating in midair, unless you use your boost to go down.
I think that'll just come in practice, I think.
Yeah, like, the more you play it, you'll pick up small little like gameplay mechanics you can do within the game.
Yeah. So, but I'm definitely enjoying it. It was half price in the PSN sale thing. We should mention the PSN sale the summer sale is on at the moment. There is some good discounts on that.
Yeah. I got Rocket League for free. It was on July when it first came and released it. They released it on PlayStation Games. So it's definitely the best free game I've ever got.
Yeah, it was on PlayStation Plus.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw Syndicate was reduced, so I'll definitely be picking that up before it goes back up again.
Well, I'll just if we bear with me 2 seconds, I'm just loading the PS Store thing now, because there's some really good sort of Steam-esque deals on at the moment.
I think I saw like The Last Guardian for 15 or something.
Yeah, that's on there. We've got The Order 1886. Didn't get a great review when it came out. Everyone said it was too short, I think was the main complaint. But it's only a tenner.
That was one of the games I got with my PS4. I think they were bundling it wherever we picked at that point. But yeah, I mean, it's all right. It's the The graphics are quite good. That's probably the best thing to say about it. But it's a pretty. It's just kind of alright shooter. It's not like spectacular anyway, but decent.
Would you say worth a tenner?
Well, I never finished it.
Okay.
It's not exactly a great sign, is it?
No, but for a tenner, I'm sure someone might like it.
Yeah, probably. If you like sort of, I don't know, Victorian sci-fi-ish stuff.
Steampunk, yeah.
Yeah.
The Evil Within, that's £9, and that's a really good game.
Hmm.
We've got Unity, £12.
I'd recommend that.
Yeah.
I think I got Sleeping Dogs the other day for like £3.50.
Sleeping Dogs is brilliant. That
Yeah.
is an amazing game. So fun.
For anyone who hasn't played GTA 5, it's now 25.
£25, yeah. You can get FIFA for 16. I mean, it's going to be redundant in a couple of months. You can get the brutal fun Mortal Kombat XL for £16. That's a really good game.
Or if you're all PS Plus, you can get it for £13.49.
There you go. Doom is £12. Syndicate, Alec, is £12 as well.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to do that. There's an Ultimate Edition Star Wars Battlefront for £8.
Yeah, again, it's going to be redundant in a few months, but if you've not played it before...
Get in the mood.
Yeah, exactly.
It's still pretty good. I think £8 you get all the DLC with it as well.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Mirror's Edge, Catalyst, that's £9, and that's not even that old, that game.
That I like. That I reviewed for the site. That I definitely recommend for £9.
Yeah.
If anyone's not played the old Uncharted games, the Nathan Drake collection's down to 17.
And Knack, which some people either love or hate, it seems, because it's either one side of the coin with that. That's only £4. I've never played it. Ian, have you played it?
No, I haven't, no.
You know they're making Knack 2.
Yes, so it must have been popular.
Apparently, they've done a lot, overhauled the game Knack 2, so it's meant to be a lot better than the first one.
Yeah, I've heard it's a lot better, yeah.
I think, wasn't Knack one of the first launch games for the PS4?
It was a launch game.
Yeah.
Pretty sure it was. Yeah. So yeah, there's some brilliant deals on the PSN store.
Well, it was chiefly developed by Cerny, whatever you want. I think it's Cerny, who basically designed the PS4 roughly.
Okay, cool. Right. I'll be looking forward to this bit. Alec, let's talk Spider-Man.
Spider-Man does whatever a spider can.
Yeah, absolutely. You've seen it. I haven't seen it. I'm on the fence about seeing it.
Have you read my review?
I've not read your review because I'm still up in the air if I'm going to watch it or not. So I'd rather watch it than read it. So
I don't think I spoiled anything. I've tried not to anyway.
Oh, okay. So non-spoilers tonight. Let's talk about it.
It's probably my favourite film of this year so far. That's probably
okay. That's a big claim. There's been some big movies out this year.
It is, but it's really good fun. It's kind of, I wrote about this. It's a kind of coming-of-age drama, which you don't normally get with science superhero films, but they're taking Peter Parker back to when he was 15, and he's like an uber dork, and also as Spider-Man he's kind of still getting the hang of it, so he does sort of fairly incompetent things like he's attempting to stop a man from breaking into a car, and he stops him only to find out he's lost his keys and he's trying to break into his own car. And in the process of this he sets off the car alarm, and so everyone's complaining about, you've got to set the car alarm off, I'm trying to sleep, oh God. And he does things like you get the fight from Captain America Civil War from his point of view, where he's sort of in this plane doing this really excited video diary where he's like whooping with every punch, and then kind of being within the Avengers orbit, he's then going back to like his high school and stuff, and he's kind of desperately waiting for them to call. Like he thinks he's right there, but obviously we can see he's like nowhere near because he's kind of hopeless in a way.
Yeah,
He can do some stuff, but he's nowhere near that level of Avenger. I don't know. It's just there's something really fun about it. Keaton gives a really good performance as the villain. Holland's a very sort of believable adolescent Spider-Man. He's got great chemistry with this guy called Battalion, I think, who's pretty much unknown, but who plays this sort of best friend and sidekick guy.
Is he the kid? Is he the kid that drops the Death Star in the trailer?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's the kid who drops the Death Star.
Right, okay.
Who basically hasn't done anything before, and they brought this in. I don't know, it just feels really fresh, really vibrant. It's really nicely paced. It's basically I think the main thing is it's a hell of a lot of fun, but at the same time, it's actually kind of emotionally involving, and it kind of touches on these sort of universal themes. And again, but then it also has some great action scenes. Like there's a great scene where he's sort of, I mean, you've probably seen it in the trailer, towards the top of the Washington Monument. That's probably the standout action scene. But yeah, I mean, I pretty much loved it start to finish. It's kind of hard to fault. My girlfriend really enjoyed it as well. So it's not, it's kind of got quite a broad appeal. I think it would be a great sort of family film in the good sense, not like the crap sense. Like, I think it's generally got this kind of broad appeal, which would kind of span generations. But yeah, I'd massively recommend it. I'd say go and see it in 3D on the biggest screen that you can.
I would have. If I do see it, it would have been 3D. I really kind of. I think we touched on it last week. I talked about 3D films. I think it probably was, or week before. Sorry. I like going to see 3D films because I wear glasses.
Yeah, I have heard that's a problem.
For cinema glasses, it is, yeah, because they just keep slipping off your face. So you've got the choice of constantly pushing them up every 10 seconds, or taking your glasses off and squinting through the whole thing. So, but no. The thing for me that's put me off seeing it is I'm just bored to tears of comic book films.
Do you know what? I'm exactly the same, but I don't know. From what I've seen of it, this looks different. Like Ant-Man was really different compared to like all the other ones, which I really liked about it. So was Deadpool quite different. But this looks like, I don't know, like almost like old Marvel, where it's just kind of like friendly fun, not like kind of bogged down in all this like.
To me, it felt like getting back to the sort of ethos of like the old sort of Spider-Man cartoons, where it's kind of a bit sort of more light-hearted, and he's kind of, they really, I don't know, you get this sense of kind of vulnerability that you don't get from like most superhero films, which I really liked, and just this kind of real sense of I don't know, they were kind of prepared to really make him like this sort of, Peter Parker, this sort of uber dork, which he kind of always was, but I feel like they kind of got away from that in the more recent Spider-Man films. So it's kind of nice to kind of going back and resetting the clock.
Yeah, I think I will see it. I don't know if I'm going to catch it in the cinema. I think I might just wait until it's out on Blu-ray. But we'll see. I'm lucky to get half-price cinema tickets from work, so I mean, I could go see it sort of after work one day. I've got nothing better to do. Is Tony Stark in this a lot?
No, not really. I mean,
good.
I kind of I think he's probably, I don't know, in total he's probably in like 10 minutes or something, but he's kind of an important presence even when he's not there, because he's kind of obviously, you kind of know the primary kind of paternal influence for Peter Parker is maternal, because he's got Aunt May, but he very much feels like the sort of a role in which Tony Stark is entirely unsuited for, the sort of father figure. He's desperately trying to seek his approval constantly. So you can tell that he's kind of trying to do this and trying to sort of prove himself in his eyes. So you have that as a kind of important character influence, but it's not like he's always there.
So that's good. I'm glad you said that, because I had no problem with Tony Stark being in it, but I still wanted it to be a Spider-Man film with Tony Stark and Robert Downey Jr. just taken over completely.
No, it's mainly sort of Iron Man popping up when he sort of mucks stuff up to fix stuff, and then you might give him some sort of like vaguely sort of lecturish thing about, like, at one point he says, can't you just, he basically just wants him to sort of butt out of all this serious stuff. He's like, can't you just be the sort of friendly neighbourhood Spider-Man?
Well, there you go, lovely.
And he gives him like a fancy suit. And then, this is a tiny bit spoilery, but basically he discovers after he hacks the suit that he's put this like training wheels protocol on it, which really limits what he can do. And then he manages to like take it off with like the help of his mate. And then it says he's got all this stuff that he can't really understand. Like it says he's got 579 different combinations for his web shooters, all the stuff that he can do. And he keeps saying like lethal mode engaged. He's like, no, I don't want lethal mode. I don't want lethal mode.
Yeah.
So it's I think he's in it just about the right amount.
That's cool. Yeah.
I would massively recommend it.
I'm tempted. So I was tempted before, and hearing your sort of general sort of passion and I think I will. Don't know if Ian, you gonna be seeing it? Do you reckon?
I will see, but I won't see it at the cinema. I can't be asked to cinema. I'm just too old, and I'll fall asleep during the films if I go to cinema.
So you're gonna wait to legally watch it at home?
Of course I do. Like I do everything.
I thought we'd get out there. But, legally at home.
Of course.
Well, I'm gonna wait till it's on Blu-ray. So there we go.
But I mean, I've got this new thing for cinema. I've got this new thing for cinema now that I save it for once a year, and that is Star Wars.
Oh, Ian, you legend!
Every year now, for the last so it's 2 years. The only thing I've seen at the cinema is Star Wars, and that's it.
You need to come with us this year, you bastard, because you've not been with us since its birth.
It's because it's always at Christmas time, and I'm always like so busy, so it's just trying to fit it in.
And we always go opening night. There's no chance I'm missing it.
Yeah.
I'd rather kill.
I know it's a little side story here, but I didn't see. I saw episode 7 New Year's Day, and I went the whole time with no spoilers until the day before, and I saw a spoiler on Facebook. I was so annoyed.
I think generally the Star Wars community, we are, because you know
you're one of them.
I'm one of them. I think we're quite good generally at not posting spoilers. I think it's just other pricks that will ruin it. The general community we don't. I think there's a certain period of time before, like, on all the forums and some of the Facebook groups I'm on, that we can't mention spoilers. I think it's 4 weeks.
Yeah, I think it was about 3 weeks I didn't see it. So, like, I've done well, and, like, I suppose it kind of was my own fault for leaving it that long, but...
what was the spoiler you saw? Was it the spoiler?
The spoiler, yeah.
Well, we could say it because the film's nearly 2 years old now. Was it when Han died?
Yeah.
Oh.
I saw an image and I like kind of flicked through it quickly and I was like, "Oh shit! Did I see what I think I saw? Did I?"
Yeah.
Oh, but yeah.
Sometimes all it takes is a split second, and then it's ruined. All right, so there we go. And we ended on Star Wars. So I'm very happy with that. So that's a good place to end, I think. Before we go, just some site promotion for everyone. You can check out Will's. Well, he didn't join us this week, Will, hopefully, so he'll be joining us next week if he gets his Stone Age broadband sorted out. He reviewed Serial Cleaner, which I think is like the game we played for one of his Christmas specials last year, where you just clean up a crime scene. It's quite fun. Ian, the real Ian, not you.
Not the fake Ian.
Not you, you imposter. The real Ian reviewed Final Fantasy VII Zodiac Age. Do either of you two know what the fuck that is?
It's an older game that they've redone with different combat, as far as I'm aware.
Right, so it's Final Fantasy VII, just remade. But
No,
instead of
no, it's not 7.
Not 7, isn't it 12?
I was at 12.
Yeah, I think it's 12, but they've completely changed the battle system of it.
Seven's the one, the famous one that everyone's waiting for, that they completely...
That's right, that's why I got confused. Yeah, so it's Final Fantasy 12 Zodiac Age. So that's just Final Fantasy 12 with a new combat system.
I think it's a HD like remake of it, but where they put like a new combat system in it. And as far as I'm aware, I'm not a big Final Fantasy person, so...
Right. Didn't they already release Final Fantasy 12 HD?
I think so.
Because Final Fantasy 12 is the PS2 one, isn't it? The one everyone loves.
I don't know. The only one I played on PS2 was 10.
No, I think this one was in the dying days of the PS3.
Right, okay.
I mean, I'll quickly look it up. I don't know if it might be in PS3.
PS3. Well, whatever it is.
No, it was PS2. Yeah, I think it was.
PS2.
I think it came out at the very end of the PS2 life cycle, like possibly even overlapping with PS3 in terms of, like, lots of people didn't play it because they were already on the next console. I think I read something about that.
So basically, I mean, everyone gives fucking Bethesda and Skyrim a bad name because they keep re-releasing that game. Final Fantasy, they take the fucking piss, don't they?
Yeah.
Like, so there's a brand new Final Fantasy out, but it's not really brand new. It's old, but it's got new combat. So, but Ian liked it.
Yeah, it was originally released 11 years ago.
Right. Okay. So it's another old new game.
Yeah.
This week's Retro Respawn features a game I completely forgot about. Do you guys remember Shadow Man?
No.
No?
What console was it?
It was PS1 and N64. If you type in Google quick Shadow Man and look at the box art, I guarantee you'll remember it. Because I didn't when I saw the title. Then I loaded the article up. As I saw the box art, I was like, "Fuck yeah, I remember that game."
Oh yeah, I don't think I played it, but I remember the box art.
Yeah. Alec, have you got it up?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, while he's doing that, we'll.
I didn't realise I had to.
Oh no, I don't have to. It's fine. We'll move on to. You can check out Blake's view of the Destiny 2 beta. He's a massive Destiny fan, so I imagine he liked it very, very much.
You seem to be able to play football in that. I've seen that. Oh yeah, I do vaguely remember that.
Or Shadow Man.
Yeah, apparently it was made in Acclaimed Studios Teesside.
There you go. See, Acclaimed Studios Teesside.
Yeah. I'm sure they're not going anymore.
No. So you can check out all this. Oh, and Will's going to kill me if I don't mention the YouTube channel, so I'll mention the YouTube channel. He's got a brand new video series out with episode 1. It's called Explain This, where he tries to explain something difficult while playing something quite hectic. So this week's debut episode is he tries to explain the complete mess that is Kingdom Hearts while playing Paranautical Activity, which is some sort of weird
I don't know
shooter
in that game. But it's basically watch Will almost have a nervous breakdown, isn't that?
Pretty much, yeah.
Isn't that roughly the
Yeah, that is pretty much it. Because I think trying to explain Kingdom Hearts without having a hectic shooter is worse enough, because I ain't got a clue about
Just
that.
try and explain the Kingdom Hearts release, like the different games. That's confusing enough because it's like 1.0, 2.0, 3.0, 7.5.
Where did these titles come from? You know, just
that game series is a mess.
Where isn't it made by the Final Fantasy dudes? So that explains everything.
Yeah.
It's just fucking bizarre.
It's one of those games like people get so hyped about. I'm like, maybe I should play it one day, and then I just try and think where to start, and I go, nah, that's it. I can't be arsed.
I'm exactly the same. Like, I know Kingdom Hearts 3 is coming out, and it's one of the most sort of sought after sequels ever. So again, I was looking. I said maybe they have a Kingdom's Heart 1 and 2 remaster for PS3 or PS4, and then I went into game, unfortunately, because I know where else to go. And it was just like Kingdom Hearts 1.2, Kingdom Hearts something else. I was just like, fuck this.
When a game has like
1.5 remix.
Yeah. What's that?
Yeah,
about?
when there's a title like 1.52 remix, I'm like, now.
Yeah.
I don't even know what the deal of any of that is. I mean, obviously, I mentioned it, but my Spider-Man review is on the site for anyone who wants more thoughts on Spider-Man. And as a kind of addendum to your cinema discussion, I would say it's definitely worth seeing in cinema in terms of scope and action scenes and all that sort of stuff. Plus, I think, shoot to see film in the cinema, that's kind of the point. But I just wanted to rant about that a bit.
Okay, there we go. So, that's on the site. So you can find the site, which is another important thing, at gamingrespawn.com, which is also the Facebook page name. The Twitter name is Gaming Respawn UK, which is also the YouTube name. Ian?
Dumb.
Where can our wonderful people of the internet find you on Twitter?
Oh, you're going to make me look for it again, aren't you?
You should have this ready, Ian. You moan about me being a disorganised host. What about you? Come on.
It's because I don't use Twitter. I have
Alec,
one, but...
Alec, while he's looking that up, where can people find you on Twitter?
I am at Alec Hawley1.
There we go.
Okay, I'm Mr. McGee88.
Right, can you write that down somewhere?
I tell you what, if someone tweets me anything this week, I'll remember it next week. But if not, it doesn't get open on my phone. So
well, here's an open thing to see how many people we do have. Everyone just tweet.
I just posted a pretty pic of Horizon Zero Dawn, so that's kind of stuff that goes online.
Everyone tweet slug to Ian. Just type the word slug onto Ian, and then tweet him that, and then we all know. Ian, is that fair?
that's fair.
Okay, cool. Wait.
Hashtag slug.
Yeah, hashtag slug.
Hashtag slug. Yeah. If no one understands where the slug thing comes from, it's from The Office. It's an insult David Brent just shouts out about the Swindon lot in season 2, and I've always just liked it as an insult. It's quite funny. It confuses people when you call them a slug, especially like when you talk to drunk people, like I have to sometimes at work, and they're being a bit silly. And you go, mate, you're a slug. Just stop it. They're like, what? Slug? So yeah. You can find me at DomUndead87, which is good. Don't tweet me about being a slug. That is saved especially for Ian.
That's me, Ian only.
Yeah, because he is a human slug.
Indeed.
Yes. And I think we'll call it a night there, chats. Thank you very much again for joining us. And Ian, do you want to say goodbye?
Goodbye.
I thought, no, wait.
Mm-hmm.
We're supposed to be saying goodbye, Ian, in a different language.
I feel this wasn't actually on episode 1. This was on the episode that doesn't exist.
Yeah, the technical issues one. But we could have said off air. We all agreed that you and Alec would be doing goodbye in different languages, and then I would be the judge on who's the best. You
did, but like since that didn't go out, I found that people were robbed of like waiting to know what's going to happen next week. So if we just did it straight away, it would lose the anticipation.
That's a good point. Okay, next week there's going to be. We'll come up with some sort of clever name.
I'm going to do it anyway, as I am in a different country. So
it is true. I mean, we should probably point it out. Alec is calling from a completely different country.
Yeah, and it's now like midnight.
It is, yeah, it's very, very late. All right, so Ian, you're going to say goodbye in English, or your version of English.
Goodbye.
Alec, I'm looking forward to this.
Na svidaniya.
I take it that's Slovakian.
Slovenian.
Sorry, I'm yeah. And what was it again? Sorry.
Na svidaniya.
Ah, well, there we go. Okay. And
it means like it more directly translates to sort of Auf Wiedersehen. It kind of means until we see you next.
Oh, okay, cool. That's good. Ian, you've got a lot to live up to there.
Oh, I'm going to be on it next week. I'm going to press the shit out of you.
Because that was pronounced perfectly.
I am bilingual in Slovene, so...
He is. So Ian,
okay,
really
so Alec's got an advantage, but I'm going to bring it your way next week.
And it's got to be a real language. I don't want goodbye in like in Klingon or something, or some weird language.
Klingon is a real language.
Well, it sort of is. I mean, people do learn it.
If I said goodbye in like a Star Wars language or something out of the Rings, you would lose your shit.
I very much doubt you're going to be doing that.
Well, maybe I will next week. Maybe 1 week I'm going to shock you.
Okay, well, I look forward to it next week then.
Okay.
And yeah, okay. And I'm just going to say goodbye in English because I can't speak any other languages.
How do you get to cop out? Like I only speak English, and yet I have to learn a different language each week. But you just go, nah, that's fine.
Describing this as learning a different language is pretty.
Yeah, that's like, learn.
Okay, learn a word.
Yeah, and you said I'm the host. I can do what I like. So, all right, fine. Au revoir. There we go. Bye. Happy?
I'm happy.
Good. Right. We'll catch you all next week. Thank you for listening. Goodbye, everyone.
What's wrong? Snake!